Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new TJ's World According to Wrestling. I'm your host, TJ Wiggins, to talk to you about Friday Night Smackdown, AEW Rampage, and AEW Dynamite on Saturdays. And let's go ahead and get started. On SmackDown, it's the first show after the pay-per-view Crown Jewel, and obviously Reigns retained the belt against Brock Lesnar. So SmackDown starts off with Reigns and Heyman. They start the show. Raymond calls Heyman out on how he acted at Crown Jewel. He hesitated on throwing the belt to Reigns and acted like he may side with Brock Lesnar and keep the belt so he can get beaten. But, everything was smoothed over, everything was cool. Then Reigns says that he beat Lesnar's ass and he asked the crowd if he would like to see it again. And Reigns said that he would like to see it again as well. And he calls out Lesnar. And they wait and wait. And Lesnar, he comes out and he starts beating Reigns up. But then the Usos come out, because, they're Reigns' boys. He beats the Usos up while Reigns escapes with the belt with him and Heyman. And, I thought it was great. Let's see. Lesnar, fucking goes berserk. He almost throws a camera right into Reigns. But he blocks it and it smashes against, the ring post. There we go. Excuse me, guys. And since he was going berserk, Adam Pearce, which is a WWE official, he said that he suspended Lesnar indefinitely. So Lesnar comes back out, and he F5s Adam Pearce continuously. He even rips his damn pants because he was snatching him so damn hard. And he just gives him 2 or 3 F5s to just completely leave him laying. So, he's going to be gone for a while. After that, not really all too much happens. McIntyre beats Sami Zayn. Woods was coordinated. Some people may like it, but I really don't care. Hit Row makes debut. And, had a tag team match. They beat a couple jobbers to put them over. The main event was a stupid thing where Lynch and Flair exchanged the belts because, they're just props. They don't actually mean anything about actually being defended. And they acted like they didn't want to give them up. And, Flair throws her belt on the ground. Lynch throws her belt at Flair. It's completely stupid. Sasha Banks comes out there and starts beating up Flair, because now since Flair has a SmackDown women's belt, she's going after the SmackDown women's belt because she's on SmackDown. And Lynch just walks out of there at the Raw women's belt, like nothing ever happened, and fuck this place. Well, I'm saying just fuck this entire fucking angle because it's fucking stupid. And so on Rampage, we go to the first round of the men's title tournament. Men's title tournament. There we go. It's Will Hobbs against Orange Cassidy. And, Hobbs was using his power very well. He was beating the shit out of Orange Cassidy. Will Hobbs should have fucking won this match. Again, he was beating up Cassidy so bad, the referee, was kind of in there asking him to stop or whatever. You're going to kill him. And Hobbs almost loses his shit, but Hook has to talk him out of it. But while they were talking to each other, Orange Cassidy does a roll-up on Hobbs and he beats him. So Orange Cassidy advances to the next round of the tournament. I just don't understand why you would beat Will Hobbs with Orange Cassidy. It's fucking ridiculous. Goddamn, Will Hobbs, he's fucking money. You can make money with him right now. He's ready and he's good to go. But they're going to drag their ass with this. Lucha Brothers, they come out there for an interview. but were attacked by FTR, and they left them laying, and FTR poses with the AAA and AEW tag belts, and then they get ran off by Pac. I don't see why FTR would get run off by a single person. You'd think they'd beat them up as well. But I would love to see FTR come back and win the AEW World Title belts in the first place. They shouldn't have lost them. I can't wait for that to happen. Britt Baker versus Anna Jay. There was a couple nice spots in there, but an overall standard match, especially with somebody with green, who's green like Anna Jay. Baker won with the lockjaw. Next, we had Pac versus Andrade, which was the main event. And this was a great match between the two of them. There were some great spots. Pac hit the inside cradle on Andrade to win. Next, the lights went out with Black appearing in the ring. And then he hits the mist and the black mask on Pac. So that may lead to another angle after Black's angle with Cody, comes to an end. Arn Anderson comes out and he does the finger point, gun bang thing on Andrade at Black. And then Cody comes out there and he starts beating the shit out of Black. And that's what sets up their match for AEW Dynamite. And so now, we go over here to AEW Dynamite. We have Dustin Rhodes versus Bryan Danielson. And this was a great match as well. But something that kind of weirded me out was that the two of them were baby faces. But it's a tournament for, a world's title shot. So, it's actually okay. There's some great back and forth action. Neither one wanted to give up. But Danielson actually, instead of doing his regular kicks or whatever, he apparently learned something from Roman Reigns. Because Bryan Danielson was able to hook in the guillotine on Dustin Rhodes, and Rhodes passed out. So Bryan Danielson actually was able to advance to the next round of the tournament. Next, there's some great promos with the Elite and FTR, how they're going to take over the world, take over the belts. And, I just can't wait to see this happen. And now we have a first round match for the women's, title tournament. We have Penelope Ford against Ruby Soho. They did the spot where they were exchanging, shots back and forth on the outside of the ring with the referee counting. I would have counted them out, but, whatever. Then the Bunny comes out there, and I was just waiting for the interference from the Bunny to cost Ruby Soho the match. But actually, in a surprising twist, it was great that she actually botches, throwing the knucks to Penelope Ford. The ref sees him and kicks him out. And with this, Ruby Soho rolls up Penelope Ford to win. And I like that. That was a fantastic match. And Bobby Fish takes on a jobber. Fish won with a spin kick. And it's nice to see him win. And then, Fish goes back there and gets some extra heat. And he starts beating up some jobber. And, Punk goes out there and makes a save. And I can't wait to see this match. And they've already scheduled this match for AEW Dynamite next Wednesday. And I'd love to see this match. It was going to be so great. I'm fucking marking out already. But anyways, we have Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston, which is the second match of the men's title tournament to take place tonight. And it was a good match. And Archer goes for this, backwards moonsault off the top rope. But it lands squarely on his head. And then, Archer was out of it, completely out for the entire time. And then, Kingston rolls him up to win. And the match started with a jump start. Archer just makes it to the stage. And then Kingston comes out there and he starts beating him up. That's how the match even starts. And right now, they're kind of overusing ropes right now. They've had 2 as a finish on this match, on this show alone. So it's kind of, it's kind of wearing thin on me. Next, we have Jungle Boy versus Brandon Cutler. Cutler thinks that he's Adam Cole. He literally tries to Panama Sunrise on Jungle Boy, but he just does a backdrop. It was, it's funny to see. And Jungle Boy uses his snap trap. There we go. Excuse me. His snare trap on Cutler, and he taps out. Jungle Boy says that he wants to take on all the elite, and he says, if you want to come out here, then I'll just beat up one of your boys. Then he hits a snare trap on Cutler again. And Adam Cole comes out there, causes a distraction by asking, what the hell is wrong with you? And Jungle Boy turns around and gets double super kicked, by the Young Bucks. And they start beating him up. And they beat him up all the way up the ramp to the way to get to the stage. And then they throw him off into 2 tables. There's a bunch of chaos going on over there. They don't know what the hell's going on while the elite celebrate. So this program is definitely going to continue until you get the rest of Jurassic Express and Christian Cage back. And for the main event, Black versus Cody Rhodes 3. And Black, even though he's a heel, he's cheered as a conquering babyface. And Cody Rhodes, even though he's a babyface, he gets booed the hell out of the building. Oh my God. They absolutely hate this man. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of shenanigans, especially, with the interference. Andrade comes out there and finger points Nara Anderson for ruining his match. And somebody, Andrade's assistant comes out there and tries to beat up Arn Anderson. And Arn Anderson, hits a spine buster on him, and he just rolls out of the ring like nothing ever happened. The referee doesn't call for a bell or anything, even though there's clearly interference right in the middle of the ring. But Cody Rhodes then hits the crossroads for the second time in the match, and then he hits a pile driver, and then he wins. So I guess this is the end of the feud, even though it's kind of flat and lackluster. I believe that they had when Cody Rhodes won, the crowd cheered and the crowd roared. Oh, I believe they roared all right. I just don't believe there was cheers. I think that cheer noise was piped into the building, especially onto the sound set. Because I believe they fucking booed him out of the building. Especially considering that his entrance that he had. Nobody fucking likes him anymore. But, hey, that's been wrestling, 3 shows. Thank you all for listening, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Turn on the notifications bell. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.